Hi parents and welcome to the 5th grade virtual back to school night. My name is Mrs. Schroer and I'm so excited to get back to school and meet all of your children. I'm going to be giving you a lot of info tonight on this short video, so feel free to rewatch it and jot down any questions so that we can discuss those on our Zoom back to school night next week. So let's go ahead and get started. So this year our theme is Lead Me Lord. A little bit about me. My name is Mrs. Schroer, Megan Schroer. I was born and raised in Prairie Village. I'm a graduate of Curé of Ars at St. Thomas Aquinas. Um, I got my degree in Family Studies and Human Services from Kansas State University, and I got my certification in education from University of St. Mary's. This is my 11th year in education. I spent 4 years in Shawnee Mission as a para and 3 years at St. Anne as an aide and in second grade. And this will be my 4th year at Curé. 1 year I was an aide, and then this is going to be my 3rd year in 5th grade. I have been married for 15 years, and I have two very energetic little boys, Hudson, who's going to be in 3rd grade, and Sullivan, who's going to be in 1st grade. Um, and they are both at Curé with me, which is awesome. My favorite things include my faith, family, friends, and football, which hopefully we will definitely be able to enjoy this fall. Go Cats! I want to talk a little bit about a flipped classroom and what homework will look like. So, what is a flipped classroom? Basically, it is, it's just a different way of teaching. So in a typical traditional classroom, the teacher lectures, the kids take work, and then they do it. In a flipped classroom, the child watches a video, and then they do a whisk sheet. They watch the video, then they summarize the video, and then they write down any questions that they might still have about the topic that we're talking about. This is going to be homework some nights. For our remote students, this will also be videos they watch and then come to Zoom meetings to talk about. So it's going to be, we're going to be using it with homework in our classroom and with remote learning this year. It's a great thing to use, I believe. I love this model because the students can watch the video as many times as they want and then ask any questions, write down any questions, and then they come to class and they're prepared to really delve into the topic and learn more about it. So what does a flip video look like? Um, right here, there's a QR code that you can take your camera with your phone and scan it, and it will take you to that link, and you just click on that link. Take some time and watch this video. This is a great example of how flip video is worked in the classroom. So what about homework? So homework this year, it's going to be posted on the board every day for our in-person students to write down in their planners. And we will utilize that flipped classroom model often this year for homework. The flipped classroom videos and the whisk sheet will be posted on Google Classroom for both our in-person students and our remote students to watch the video and fill out their sheet as homework. So for our remote students, the work done in class will be posted to Google Classroom the day after we do it in class, and then so you guys are just going to get that information a day after we complete things in class. Classroom management and our virtuous behavior formation plan. So this is our school-wide behavior plan. Right here it just kind of lists 5th through 8th grade, our minor infractions, what happens, what are the consequences for our minor infractions, what are the consequences for our major infractions. Behavior sheets will be filled out. And then if we continue on with having infractions, we'll just move further into that with administration and phone calls home. We will not be doing detentions this year, so there will be a different consequence for our 3rd and 4th infractions if we get there. And for major infractions, kiddos will just be sent to the office to meet with an administrator, and the administration will determine that consequence for the student, and the parents will be called. If you'd like to see a list of examples of minor infractions and major infractions, please refer to your Curé handbook. They're all listed in there, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have about that as well. So this is also our piece, is our school-wide whole group behavior plan. The way that we utilize this in our classroom is that if the kids are, say, at specials and they get compliments, they let me know about that, and we pull sticks. There's a little picture down here of our compliment kerplunk. They pull sticks, and then as soon as they pull enough sticks to drop all those marbles, then they earn the letters of peace. And once we learn all of those letters with peace, then we decide as a class on what that reward will be, whether it's an afternoon movie or an extra recess. We just kind of vote on that as a class and figure out what they want to do. They earn these compliments like if we're in specials or they've been exceptionally well behaved or working really hard. They get compliments outside of the classroom. They love it. It's so fun, and it's kind of made like a little game. Cougar Bucks are an individual reward system, so each child can earn Cougar Bucks. We do have classroom jobs that they get paid for weekly that contribute to these Cougar Bucks. And then at the end of the quarter, we have what we call Cougar Cafe. And we have a party, they watch a movie, and they get to buy special prizes and coupons with their Cougar Bucks that they've earned. So the more that they've collected, the more awesome things they can buy. Like if they have 40 Cougar Bucks, in the past, we've bought slushies and things like that. That will probably look a little different this year, and we need to figure out what that is also going to look like. But they will be rewarded for the awesome work that they're doing in the classroom. And the ways that they can receive this are by being exceptionally positive, by following directions quickly, staying on task. They can also be taken away if we're excessively blurting out or being off task. They need to be held accountable for those actions as well, and so they can lose Cougar Bucks. One thing that we added this year is that if they do not follow their COVID safety precautions, that's going to be a loss of Cougar Bucks as well. If they're refusing to wear the mask or refusing to sanitize, or those will be ways that that they will lose Cougar Bucks this year as well. But most of the time, they're earning them. They're working hard. They get paid for their jobs, and they love the Cougar Bucks. It's a great reward system. So, learning during COVID, what precautions are we taking at Curate to keep everyone safe? So, drop off is going to look a little bit different this year. Um, you can drop your kids off now at 7:45, and they will just walk directly to their classroom. Um, Now, drop off, you will pull up, someone will take your child's temperature. If they're below 100 degrees, they will be able to come to school. If they're up over 100 degrees, that student and any other student in the car will not be able to come to school that day. They will have to go home. Um, let's see, K through 2, you're going to be dropping at the front of school, and then 3 through 8 will be dropped off over at the church, and they will walk over. Now, if you have a fifth grader and a second grader, you're dropping off wherever that youngest person is to be dropped off. So it is similar to how it looked in third quarter last year for pickup and drop off. So those locations will be the same. We're going to have to be spaced out on the parking lot as well. And administration will be sending out more detailed instructions of that later on this week. So be looking for that email as well. Pickup procedures are pretty much the same. So students are going to stay in their cohorts. We will all be masked. Children of the same family will go to where the youngest is picked up, just like we did last year. So again, if you have a fifth grader, they are going to go with their second grader. And then all we ask this year is please, at the very beginning, please try to be patient with us. It is going to be a process to figure out how to keep everyone safe and keep everything running smoothly. So the more patient you are, the smoother everything will go. So masks. Masks are required throughout the day. Staff will be wearing them as we teach, and we will be wearing them all day long. Masks, the exceptions for when the kids do not have to wear their masks are during recess, at lunchtime, and snack breaks. We will also be taking some mask breaks outside. So we're going to ask you to send your student or your child with a beach towel this year so that when we go and we sit outside on the lawn or somewhere, they can be socially distanced out there so we can take our mask off. They're encouraged to bring an extra mask in a Ziploc bag that they can keep in their backpack throughout the day. We all know things happen at school, so if we have extras, that's great. Staff will also have extra masks available if they are forgotten or something happens to the one that they have. Again, it will take patience and learning, and everything will be just fine. So recess and lunch this year. Recess will be scheduled by grade level. So each homeroom will have designated recess area each day, and the homerooms will stay within their own group. And we will not mix during recess. They'll use hand sanitizer before and after recess, and we encourage social distancing while at recess. They are okay to remove their masks. However, um, they can definitely still wear them if they feel more comfortable wearing their mask. They can wear it whenever they would like. At lunch, there was no hot lunch option this year. Every student needs to bring their own sack lunch. They need to bring everything that they need for their lunch in their bag. We will be on a rotating schedule for the cafeteria, but we will be eating in our classrooms as well. And please only send water with your child this year for lunches and for snacks. Refillable water bottle would be great. Please do not send Gatorade or milk or anything else besides water and a healthy snack to enjoy during the day. There will be no parent volunteers this year. If you do come into school, you'll be required to have your temperature taken and have a mask. Flexible seating. So we have all gotten flexible seating this year in our classrooms to help with our social distancing. Um, it consists of various types of seats, and when you guys come in to do your drop off on Monday, your supply drop off on Monday, you'll be able to see the classroom. It's set up. We have desks, we have tables, we have floor seating. So it just ensures that everybody will be spaced apart and they will stay in their one spot for 1 week, and then they choose their spot for the next week every Friday. So remote learning, we very could possibly be in remote learning. We will be utilizing Google Classroom for remote learning. They're expected to meet and check in throughout the day via Zoom. We will be sending out a detailed virtual schedule for that if this is to happen. And for our remote learners, you will have a detailed schedule. Um, we will provide you with lesson plans. If we all go home, we will provide you with lesson plans uh, the Friday before. And then for our remote learners that are starting off at school, you will be getting your lesson plans the day after that we do them in class. And I will also have daily office hours for any questions from students or parents for that as well. So here's just some important websites to check out throughout the year. We have Curry of our school, Center for Disease Control, Kansas Department of Health, and the Johnson County Department of Health. I'm sure some of you have been following those regularly. It's just good to keep an eye out, see where our numbers are, if we're going to be in school or remote, and we will obviously always let you know where we're at and how it's going. And this is my contact page. So this year is going to look different, and it's going to be different for all of us. I am here to help you and your child in any way that I can. My goal is to just have them be happy and healthy and have a successful year. So if you need to contact me, my information is right here. I will have more information to and that you can maybe pick up at supply drop off. And again, you may contact me anytime with whatever questions you may have. And I really look forward to meeting your kids. We're going to have a great year and it's going to be awesome. I'm so excited. Can't wait to get back in and can't wait to see you all at supply drop off. Thanks so much.